Chit chat with QT. Hey, cuties. I am so sorry. I had my chat off. I had it off. OMG. Hey, y'all. I'm going to pause this real quick. I clicked on now normally I got people in here saying hello. I turned the chat off when I had to reschedule from yesterday to today. So my apologies. But hey cuties, come on in. Hit the like button on your way in. Let me go grab me a quick little glass of water. But hello. Hey y'all. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Okay, I am back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I see the cutie crew representing. Cutie crew, we are meeting tomorrow, members only. Now, I was going to have some tips and tricks and all that good stuff for those that were interested in starting a YouTube channels. Hey, trending. And I see Maritha already started hers. I chatted with Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie seems to be on her way. But for anybody else, we'll go over in members only, just the apps that I use or anybody that had any questions. But I am so happy for those of you that have started your channel. Just start it and start talking, child. That's it. That's all. I told you guys when I started, man, I just came on here cussing folks out. Not really, but you know. But hello, this is a quick power hour. So you guys know I cannot say hello to each and every one of you. And I'm grateful for this because if I did, I'll probably be an hour. But hey, Tawana. Hey, Betty. Hey, Rose. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sean. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Red Ann. My girl Trending is in the house. If you guys did not see Trending's live this morning, make sure to go back and watch. I was there. Trending's lives are just so fun. I love the interactiveness. I know that's not a word, child, but I'm going to use it. It's just a fun time over there. So make sure we also get tips from 41 Fit. 41 Fit got me ready to unbig this back, baby. I'm on my way to the gym, okay? But hello. Let me tell you guys. First of all, if you guys can hear me okay, if you can please put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Linda Gambo. Hey, I am Blessed Pecan Pam. Hi, Nita. Hey, Joy. I put in Trending's chat, 41 Fit mentioned coleslaw, talking about linebackers, child. I said, I'm starting to look a little linebackerish. Let me get my butt on up in that gym. I'm going to start walking, though, because the weather has changed. But anyway, I got a lot written down. Hey, Jazzy J. Jazzy J is also a content creator. Hello. Hey, Mimi Tells. Hey, Tanya B. Hey, Angela Richardson. My girl, Angela. Charlotte, thank you so much for joining the cutie crew. Welcome. I feel a little guilty, and I'm gonna get it together. You guys, some of you know of a decision that I had to come to, and I really wanted to just be active, and I've been over active, not really just by my choice, but um busy, child. Going for this new position, busy around the house. My brothers will be here this weekend. Brother and nephew, but nephew is like my brother. He texted me right now with this last minute flight stuff, and I've been on the lookout for him for the past month. Aunt Debbie in the house. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, push record, start talking. But go over some tips with me, please, tomorrow. And I'm also going to take another day soon. It will not be this weekend. Okay, you guys can hear me okay. It will not be this week, unfortunately, or next weekend, this weekend, because as I mentioned, my family will be here. But for those that want tips on, let's say Canva, that's an application that I use. Pixel Cut application that I use, things like that. Just in case you feel like you need a little extra after we discuss tomorrow in members only, then I will do a Zoom meeting where I'm able to share my screen. I don't know, maybe somebody could let me know how am I able just to share members only with particular people. I tried that with Pink Diva and Child. Everybody came in our live that day. Everybody. Um, but welcome again. Thank you, Aunt Debbie, for being in here representing as the cutie mod. Thank you. Hey, who said that? Hey, True Wisdom. True Wisdom, make sure you are in members only tomorrow so we can go over a few things. And then we gon' okay, let me stop. Child, I got an hour and I'm just going on and on. Let me say this real quickly. I hate that I had to reschedule my live from yesterday because you guys know that I love to hear your thoughts as well. Now, maybe what I'll do for anybody that's interested, anybody, let me turn this down. Thank you, Jazzy J, for the super chat. Hey, Braylon. Um, Jazzy J, let me go ahead and highlight this. Oh, I love you too, Jazzy J. Love you too. Yes, congratulations, Aunt Debbie. Congratulations to Maritha in the house. Maritha, baby, is doing the damn thing. Maritha, I was able to listen to half of your video before I started this live from today, and I'm going to go back and finish watching. But congratulations to any of you that grace your presence on panels on my channel or any other channel. Make sure you guys start a YouTube channel. LaDawn, hey sis. Make sure LaDawn, you as well. Anybody, honestly, not just those of you that click the link, but look, YouTube is free to start, and you can make some money from it being free to start. So let's do it. We all will support. I know I will. Now, Maritha, I set my notification bell because I just found out today that you got a channel. I think you're already going live. So yeah, I definitely want to come on over there. But yes, congratulations in advance to any of you that's contemplating it. Congratulations to those of you that's already started your channels. And I'm proud of you guys. Now, I do have a lot of notes. So, what I was about to say is since I only have this power hour, since I had to reschedule from yesterday, anybody that's interested in joining me live later today. So, I'm just to give your thoughts on my channel because I have not been able to watch any videos from over the weekend. So I'm thinking 6 o'clock my time, which will be 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll do a evening, late evening Monday live, and I'm writing it down now so I won't forget. That's for any of you that want to come back because I know we're not gonna have the time that I would like for us to have for you all to let me know your thoughts on this episode. And this was an explosive episode. And yeah, I want to know you all's thoughts too. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start real quickly and just share this while I'm talking. This is a compilate. This is just screenshots. Lord have mercy. I got the t-shirt tongue this morning, child. Screenshots of the scenes from this past Saturday's episode. Where there's smoke, there is a Marsau Scott's. And I'm tired of them playing in my face. I don't know about y'all. But let me go ahead and give my little thoughts real quickly. If we have time in this hour, we will maybe have a chance to bring one or two people up. I don't know if I'm going to get there because I am looking at maybe 10, 12 pages of notes, if not more. But we're gonna get started. If you guys have not hit the like button, please go ahead and do so. Let me go ahead and put this up. I do thank you guys for joining me though. Thank you to any of you that have given me a cash app or a super chat, well wishes, Instagram DMs, all of the above. Thank you so much. Special shout out to Bev. Bev sends me morning prayers, inspirational post every morning. I make sure that I read it because it definitely helps me to jumpstart my day. And I appreciate it. So thank you, Bev. If you are listening, we got a couple Bevs, but she knows who I'm talking about. But I'm going to say real quickly all thoughts and views that I discuss in this recap are my own personal opinions only. This is all for entertainment purposes only. I love Here for Hot Tea's intro with Tisha saying, for entertainment purpose only. For entertainment. Hilarious. But let me get started. So the episode started with Mel and Kiki continuing their talk. We do know that this was the conversation in a nutshell about the makeup artist and all of that good stuff with the alleged threesome with Marsau Scott. All I want to say is ill. But Kiki let Mel know that it was the ex-boyfriend who confirmed it. He sent the info to Tisha. Tisha got a big thing with ignoring. Tisha ignored what he sent her. We do know allegedly that was bugs. But I want you guys again to pay attention to, just keep in mind this ignoring. Also, I want to point out passive aggressive versus aggressive. And I'll touch on that a little bit later. You're welcome, Maritha. Um, we'll discuss that later. But here's my question. How did Tisha blame Kiki about all of this? How did Tisha want Kiki to fire her makeup artist, but Tisha kept hers? The one that allegedly is the one. Hey, oh my goodness, where did I? Hey, Rose. Thank you guys again. Let me stop looking at this chat because I just can't do it. But yeah, she wanted Kiki to fire her makeup artist back and continue to hold on to hers, who is the person in question, allegedly, in this whole thing. Um, why didn't Tisha put on her big girl drawers, especially as a wife, and say to everybody, let's meet? Y'all running around talking about my husband with a threesome and this or that. You think I wouldn't have met up with my makeup artist, Kiki makeup artist, anybody, everybody? Yeah, we about to meet up. Why didn't Tisha do that, y'all? Why? Somebody tell me. Baby girl, thank you. Chit Chat, you bring such knowledge and joy to all of us. To the ladies on the panel, you are the aunties I need with all the wisdom. Oh, love you all. Happy Monday. Thank you, baby girl. And thank you again, Jazzy. And you guys know I got a little something for them Super chats, child. Where is that? Where is that? Where is it? And I know that's not proper grammar.
Plenty dollars.
Thank you.
Plenty dollars. Can we get
All right, I'm over here singing, child. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. All right, so yeah, I don't understand how come Tisha ain't got that energy. Because, baby, let me tell you this, I'm not turning down zero conversation when it comes to anybody coming to me telling me what my husband may have been doing or doing. Okay? Because that way you can cross check, you can get the knowledge, even if it's not true or even if it turns out to be true. Yeah, we're gonna have that conversation. Hey sis, Pink Diva in the house. But Tisha to me, guys, is running from the truth, doing everything Kiki said that she was, being mad at the wrong damn person, which in my opinion is Marsau. Mel said, people don't want to know the truth. And guess what? It definitely looks that way to me. It was all fun and games when Tisha was doing the same thing, running around talking about Mel and Martell's marriage. And I just find it funny in a sense, because she was throwing shit all up in Mel's face. Yes, she was. So for those of you all that's on the internet talking about, this is wrong, and look, Tisha did it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Everybody, in my opinion, is just not that damn invested, to the point where people want to break up Tisha and Marsau's marriage. This has been the talk for a couple years, and for me, there's a reason why. The episode was titled absolutely correctly, Where There's Smoke, There Is Marsau. But like Kiki said, Tisha would rather believe her gaslighting, and I'm going to throw in slick talking husband instead of confronting anything. Hey, sis, again. But with Mel and Kiki, like Mel said, handle your scandal. See, everybody was invested in Mel and Martell's marriage issues, including Tisha, including Marsau, including everybody, in my opinion. And my thing is this: karma has spent the block. Tisha would rather be in denial, and I really don't. I really don't care for how she has attempted to blame Kiki for everything. Kiki's makeup artist went to her. Kiki wanted to know what was going on. Kiki did what family members do. Let me reach out to my cousin. The ex-boyfriend of Tisha's makeup artist reached out to Tisha allegedly. Everybody trying to reach out to Tisha behind the scenes. And Tisha didn't want that. Tisha wanted to ignore. So yeah, that's that on that. I enjoyed that scene between Mel and Kiki, and I'm gonna get to another point real quickly. But let's discuss this plagiarism. What a mess! What a mess! Do I have Stormy's post? Dog it. And I definitely ain't got. Nope, I don't. I don't have time to send it to myself now. But again, at first I thought that maybe this was a storyline. I thought that Stormy and Tisha were working together. Stormy gave Tisha some tips, gave Tisha some product, gave Tisha some bottles, and baby, that was not the case, allegedly. So Kiki did discuss that with Mel. She gave Mel all the deets, and Mel let it be known, and she was absolutely correct in doing this, how Tisha copied her. We all know the embrace logo and all of that, the similarities, the podcast. Mel said that Tisha is known to copy and paste, and I totally agree. I totally agree. And, for me, we know Marsau had Tisha's ass locked up in that house where she couldn't do anything. So if you wanted to sort of try to, use something to males, have a conversation with people first. Look, can you let me know where I need to start? Can you sit down with me and possibly create a logo? Can you? Can you? Don't just copy, paste, and steal. I'm going to say steal folk stuff. I just didn't like it. But when it comes to those that have tried to say that Mel was happy to hear information when it comes to Letitia and Marsau's marriage, I'm gonna use Kimmy's words. Let's keep it a book. If you had someone, and that someone was Tisha, who, as I mentioned, could not wait to talk about side chicks, BMWs, everybody in town know all of that. Let's not forget, Tisha did this on screen, on Love and Marriage Huntsville. If I had somebody that did that to me, guess what? I'm absolutely gonna get some enjoyment. Absolutely. Do I think that Mel is hoping for the downfall of Tisha and Marsau's marriage? No. But as I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And Tisha got enjoyment out of Mel and Martell's marriage issues. And Mel, you absolutely was supposed to get a kiki from Kiki, okay? A kiki, a laugh and giggle from Kiki. Let's also remember this is a reality TV show, okay? And they have to discuss things. Mel does not strike me to be somebody that's just miserable. I don't get that energy. We know she on a little break now, but Mel is a living life, enjoying life, traveling, and everything else. She don't strike me as being somebody that's just sitting back, still worried about Martell. Because this is what I do know, and I know you guys do too. If Mel wanted Martell's ass back, he will be back tonight. Okay, today. So yeah, they need to go ahead and get on over that as far as trying to act like she's just sitting back and waiting for some stuff to happen. Again, the episode is titled Where There's Smoke, There Is Marsau Scott. Okay. Next up, they could have kept this, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. In this top corner here, Maurice and Marsau. Now, Maurice, please just stop. I know you want all of us, to know that you're a working man. But you did not have to show up in this doggone suit jacket with this brace for your back and if you don't take that shit off, if you don't take that off, what's the point of this? You could have just took the jacket off if you just getting off of work, but he has to let it be known that he is a businessman child, and we ain't seen him doing no business on this show yet. Okay. But they at the car shop. He got Kimmy a new Jeep. He said he wanted her to get a Maybach, a couple other cars that he mentioned. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Yeah, short and sweet for me. I did not like how he tried to talk about Kimmy like she was damn near gone, just damn near gone. You know, to the upper room, the other side. I didn't like that. But this is what we do know. He gonna throw in her cooch. He gonna throw in her cooch. So naturally, this scene was his and Kimmy's sex life or lack thereof. And I told you guys before, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Marsau went into this whole analogy. You guys know how the Scott men love to make a story out of something, child. And that's exactly what happened. Marsau said, well, take your back brace, for instance. And look, we over it. I'm over talking about their sex life. It's enough. And I hate that this was already filmed because I'm sure this is not the last that we're going to hear from it. A throw-in scene. Marsau and I ain't gonna say Marsau, but Maurice. What else do you and Kimmy got left? That's what the people want to know. Is there anything else to talk about? Is there anything else to talk about? Let me say this real quickly though. Marsau tried to act like it was normal that, sometimes couples, married couples, may only have, make do the thing a couple times a month. And I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Wasn't Marsau and Tisha on a panel last summer? And Tisha say she set an alarm every day to make sure her man is satisfied. The math ain't mathing. It's just not matching up. And again, for me, the Scots put a whole lot out there that just does not match up. Because Marcel, you shouldn't even be able to relate to twice a month if your wife is setting an alarm to make sure that she getting up at 5, 4 in the morning to do the do. So yeah, made up scene, a throw in scene. Thank you, trending. The math is just not mathing. Okay. So go ahead on with that. Don't stop playing in my face. I'm just over it. Hey Basham. Next up, I enjoyed this scene, guys. Stormy and Courtney. Now, child, let me go ahead and I'm gonna stop, but I am gonna share that because with this being Power Hour, I'm not being able to be as thorough as far as how I would like. But I'm gonna put this up real quick. Stormy Chow and Courtney. I enjoyed the scene. They talked about Kiki and the Crime Stoppers. Now let me say this real quickly. Although Stormy did not dog Kiki out, what I found odd, and I'm gonna jump to the end, is when Marcel mentioned addicts. And Stormy got so touched by that she started crying. But in this scene with Courtney, she was laughing. She also mentioned this purple duck. If you guys know the name that she used, because I did not try to go back and find out the name, but they were posting this on Twitter. But Stormy said that Kiki looked like this duck child when she was coming out of Home Depot with that lock, allegedly. And yeah, people were laughing about it on. It's some type of duck. Okay, dark winged duck. Thank you, Z Frenchie. The dark winged duck. Okay. So yeah, she got a little chuckle with Courtney, but when it, came to her friend, she got choked up. So that was a little odd. But I did enjoy this scene with Courtney and Stormy. And I like Courtney. I'm over this $100 talk, period, point blank. But I do respect Courtney, number one, for not wanting to even be around Marsau. And he said that I'm not going to that barbecue. And great job, Courtney. Don't put yourself in a situation where you may have to put them paws on somebody. And that somebody would be Marsau. We'll talk about Marsau in a minute because uh Marsau got all these issues when it comes to women. Not issues, but all up in their business. But baby, at the end of this episode, we saw a different side of Marsau. But yeah, everything is not a joke, and Courtney has peeped Marsau's game. And Courtney, to me, is a real man. You're not gonna keep playing in my face, acting like what you saying is a joke, is disrespectful. And I'm glad that he stayed at home. Real quickly, another scene for me. Why I only got Tisha here? This was the scene with Tisha and Marsau meeting up. And now I'm gonna say this because I don't want to seem like I'm just riding them. If somebody did call on Tisha and Marsau saying that they had illegal gambling, I don't agree with that. I don't. For me, it's just not that serious when it comes to the livelihood of these people. And yeah, so if somebody did call, hey, Patricia T, if somebody did call, hey, beautiful VIP, let me stop looking at the chat. Somebody did call. That was wrong. That was wrong. If it happened, okay? If. Let these people make their money. But for me, this scene was another blame game. Tisha got emotional. Folks, I don't get why people just don't like me and this or that. And Yeah, whatever, Tisha. Tisha did go into blaming somebody else in this scene. The web designer. The web designer. For copying Stormy's whole thing. I wish I would have copied my own tweet because it got a lot of action on Twitter. But you guys remember when Soldier Boy sat down with the Breakfast Club, he was talking about Drake, and he said Drake copied everything for word, bar for bar. Well, I put that up on Twitter when this episode was going on. And yeah, Tisha, we're not falling for that because anybody that I hire to create anything for me, guess what? We just not gonna go live with that. I'm gonna look at what you did and see if you did what I paid you to do. That's what I'm gonna do. And she didn't, allegedly. And I think it's all BS. I think that she did sit down and copy all of Stormy's info. And the tweet that Stormy tweeted, not tweet, I'm sorry, it was on Twitter, but this was in Stormy's, this was in Stormy's, and I'm trying to find it on my phone while I'm looking for it. This was in Stormy's story, and I'm sure you guys remember this, but it was on Twitter this past weekend as well. And I just want to read it because, again, I think this is BS what Tisha is trying to do. Again, Tisha is very good at blaming folks, child. Very good. Where is it? Uh, yeah, Stormy put, I wish I would subject myself to being around a man who acts like a female, talking about Marsau. And then she also said, whose wife copies everything canvas. Facts on top of facts on top of facts. So yeah, they made me a believer. I thought this whole thing between Stormy and Tisha and Marsau was no, not cut and paste. Tisha is your name. Lord have mercy. But I thought everything was a storyline when it came to this little tiff, riff, whatever we want to call it, between the Scotts and Stormy. And it's not. It is not. And they proved that when they were in LA because Stormy didn't hang out with them after. But y'all, here go cut and paste Tisha. And cut and paste Tisha said her and Stormy supposed to be friends. So why did she ask Stormy? Why didn't she ask Stormy to mentor her? Exactly, cut and paste Tisha. And she also should have done the same thing with Mel. As I mentioned earlier, don't just copy folks and act like they not just smart enough to put two and two together. That logo was so close. I think hers was the Mommy's Business podcast, if I'm not mistaken. And Mel's was Embrace. Same big M and B. Girl, that. But anyway, where was I in my notes? I think that Tisha got busted. And if I was Stormy, I would have cut Tisha loose as well. Somebody else said, I think I saw this somewhere, Instagram, how it was funny how Marsau tried to downplay Stormy's success regarding the Expo. Remember, he said he didn't even think Stormy was worth speaking or getting paid. Karma again has spent the block because I'm gonna give Stormy her credit. She definitely didn't copy and paste anything from what I can see, and yeah, we don't know what Tisha's kids their business is doing. Marceau and Tisha's t-shirt line and all of that. And they suffer from the big head, especially Marceau. You know, I can yap and scold or whatever the case may be, but you ain't gotta downplay other people and their success like he tried to do with Stormy and Mel. What else happened in this scene? Tisha cried again to Marceau. I found it odd that Marceau didn't even walk over and hug his wife, child. He didn't try to walk over and hug his wife to console her when she was talking about how she's affected by people talking about her. But Tisha likes to throw the rock and had her hands. That's just me. We have 750 people joining me. Thank you guys so very much. If you can please hit the like button, that would be great. Tyra, hey, my cutie mod. Thanks for joining me. What is this? AT Simply something, a child. Thank you for joining the cutie crew. Denise, thank you for being a cutie crew member for 7 months. And Deborah, thank you as well. Tyra and Deborah, thank you, ladies, so much for
Plenty
the
dollars.
super.
Plenty dollars. Can we get?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right, child, been yapping for 35 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna end this scene here where Tisha broke down and was crying and all of that. And like I said, she liked to throw rocks and had her hands. And sometimes what goes around comes right on back around. Speaking of, Speaking of, what goes around comes right back around. Let's go ahead and get into this last scene, which is the barbecue. The barbecue at Maurice and Kimmy's house. Let me just say first, woo chow, when it comes to that episode. Stormy arrived first. Maurice asked her where was Courtney. She let him know he really not feeling Marsau, period, point blank. And this is what, again, just shocks me. Not really, because like I say, they do try to play in folks' face. But Maurice and Kimmy was shocked. What? What? Oh no, it wasn't that serious, was it? And look, everybody don't take disrespect as a joke. So, I get them trying to normalize Marcel's behavior. I really don't get it. But their family, so it is what it is. But it's not a joke to everybody else. So Courtney definitely had a right to feel some type of way when it comes to Marceau and removing himself from possible charges down there, the Madison County jail. Okay. My girl Mel showed up in her shirt. I'm on a what you own t-shirt. And I wish that Kiki would have had that shirt on, child, because Kiki was definitely on what Tisha was on. Okay. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm really, really not trying to ride Tisha. But let me say, I mentioned earlier passive aggressive versus aggressive. Tisha was passive aggressive as hell in this whole scene. In this whole scene, starting right here. Starting right here. Now, how are you going to hug Kiki's husband and ignore her? So this is Tisha gone ahead and scooting on over and wouldn't even acknowledge her cousin at all. That set the tone. That set the tone of everything that happened later to me when it comes to this episode. It was very petty because what you were really doing is not only were you letting it be known to everybody else, I'm not effing with her, and this the energy I'm on. You let Kiki know, your own family, and maybe it's just me. Even if Tisha would have said, hey, just dry, but hey, that would have been better than her playing in Kiki's face at the start of this episode. But we know after that, Tisha was just on one. Uh, that's Tisha laughing all throughout, making jokes all throughout. Let me also say, in this scene, they did do a flashback of Tisha, again, family member of Kiki's, where she was really talking about her cousin on camera. Now, again, this is family for me. So this is when she was chatting with Kimmy, talking about the crime stoppers, and how embarrassing it is, and I hope she not back on them pills. Tisha made sure to do that right on camera. about her family member. And those of us that know and has been following this show from the beginning, we do know that it was the Scotts who told the Holts about Kiki's issue when it comes to pills. So you started it then, and then you're gonna continue to talk about it now instead of you being concerned. Because if I would have saw Crime Stoppers, I'm gonna reach out to my cousin, and we know that Kiki said Mel was the one that reached out to her, not her own cousin. So game peep game. But guess what Kiki tried to do? Kiki tried to, in spite of, move away from what y'all said when this show first started, season one. Still try to build some type of relationship with her cousin. And this is the treatment that she got. The laughing in your face, the my Reese. Um, she was just petty as hell. She was petty. But Kiki then said, "Cool, I'll see what time you on." And she went over there and she told Stormy. Did you see that? You see that shade? Stormy, I gotta give it to her. Stormy looked confused, and I'm sure she was. Because she really, I'm sure, did not know everything that was going on, but she peeped that shade. Now, this is what I respect when it comes to this whole exchange. Kiki was a woman about it. And Kiki said everything right there in Marsau's face and Letitia's face, in spite of them playing in her face. She said everything in their face. Tisha was on her petty time and ignoring her, yelling at other folks. Again, she talking real loud. My Reese, you got some bottled water, my Reese. Um, and yeah, it didn't end out well. She was antagonizing Kiki real bad and making a mockery, if you ask me, out of Kiki, just being straight up disrespectful to Kiki. Keyword is ignore. Because on my thumbnail, after everything that happened, Kiki said, now ignore that. Okay? So Kiki peep game. When Tish was saying, Stormy, you got a two of heart, two of diamonds. Then Marsau said, you got, yes, Stormy, you got the two heart, two of the, baby, that's when Kiki snatched them damn cards. Look, I get it. I'm just going to tell you guys, I get it. Kiki sort of snapped. She did. And I'm not gonna say it was right. I'm not gonna say that, but enough is enough. And I have said this and I'll continue to say this. Um, if Marsau wasn't in the picture, I think that Letitia and Kiki's relationship would be much better. Would be much better. And if Tisha excuse me, knew she was going to be on her patty, then what she should have done, in my opinion, was got up from that table. Hold on, guys. I had to take a little swallow. Tisha should have got up from that table because, look, if she bothers you that much, get up. It's a whole big backyard. Go on over there and sit at the table with Mel and Nell, or go sit in the other lawn chairs and all of that. She didn't have to sit there and do what she did to her cousin, to me. It was very, very childish. It really, really was. And then everything else could have been prevented. Um, it was okay again for Tisha and Marsau to talk about Kiki and the pills and all of that. But all of this is because people were talking about Tisha's husband and her marriage. Now, Kiki didn't spread that rumor. Allegedly. I'm gonna throw that in there. Um, and yeah, the ending is this. Tisha went from this smile chow to this right here. And guess what? Kiki got her attention then. When she flipped that cup, I don't even understand how the cup landed the water, how big was the cup? Because it looked like it was just, matter of fact, it was pretty small because, dog it, I didn't send the picture. It wasn't a large cup, but that splash was very, very, very big. And for Kiki, she didn't stand up and throw the water directly in Tisha's face. She flipped that cup. And somehow, karma and the universe, whatever the case may be, made that water go all up. I hope it was water, child, all up in Tisha's face. That was karma for me. And look, I'm gonna say this again. It was not right what Kiki did, but sometimes you will push a person to the point of this. And Kiki just wasn't having it anymore. Now, I did pause. And as I mentioned, guys, we'll have a late night live tonight for those of you, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. I haven't been able to look at many comments at all, so I do apologize. Hey, Bravo. I haven't been able to look at any comments or anything like that. So I know you guys have been typing away. I will look at them the rest of my afternoon while I'm working. But you guys make sure to join me later on, even if it's just a couple of you. It don't matter. I know we can talk about it in members only, but for the rest of you, if you guys want to join me late tonight, we'll have a late night live. It will still probably only be about an hour or so, but it would be to hear you all's opinion. Now, I'm going to say this. As I mentioned, it wasn't right what Kiki did, but some people, child, they just get pushed and pushed and pushed. And, you know, that is the outcome. And I was glad to hear. I'm gonna play the musical chairs of Marsau Scott before we get out of here. But I was glad to see in the preview when Kiki was talking to Mel that she said that she wasn't proud of what she did. And it was an impulse, it was a reaction, it was a stop playing in my face. It was a girl, out of all the things that you've done to me, said about me, you got the nerve to sit here and disrespect me like that. That's exactly how I felt. Sis, you put, keep in mind, and I'm looking on my phone, we are only seeing the parts that production showed us. I don't believe Kiki was that upset by the dismissed hug. I believe something else transpired. All right. Let me look at this. All right. Who is that? Okay. Now, I think you've been around before, so I'm going to leave you. Thank you, sis, for having that. Thank you, Mods. Tyra in the house, Maritha, Undebbie, and my sis, Pink Diva. Thank you. But let's go ahead real quickly. Like I said, those of us that got sense know that Kiki, exactly what she told Mel, she did not feel like she should have reacted the way that she did, but she did. It is what it is, child. Okay. Somebody said that Wanda may have come out and said something. If she did, send me in the direction so I can check it out. But before I get out of here, I want to show the musical chairs. That is Marsau Scott. Teresa Wright, thank you so very much for the super sticker. I appreciate you.
Plenty dollars. Can we get?
Thank you, Teresa. All right. So before I get out of here, guys, I got about 8-9 minutes. But I want to show the musical chairs that is Marsau Scott. Now, again, we know Marsau ain't got no problem talking to women. We've seen him do it with Mel, with Stormy, with Kiki, with every damn body. Again, everything ain't no joke. But I do want you guys to check out. I know you guys saw this. But I just want us to look at it in real time. This was like musical chairs to me, baby. Marsau moving out the way from Kiki's husband. Okay. Marsau moved all around that there table, all around that there table. So we're gonna go ahead on and play this. Uh do I want to unmute it? I'm gonna keep it muted because of Lord I mercy. I was about to say bravo because of on, but I am sharing this from Instagram. This is covered under fair use. Take a look at the musical chairs, child. He started over here. Look at him. He over here. He moving. He moving. He moving. Look at Marsau. Look at Marsau. Did y'all see that? Musical chairs. Musical chairs. Marsau, say it ain't so. Marsau, say it ain't so. I know you didn't. I know you didn't dance all around that table running from Kiki's husband. I know you didn't. I know he didn't. Did you see it, Titi? Baby girl, did you see it? I wish I would have had that on video because I would have to go back and play that whole little clip. That's courtesy of Love and Marriage Huntsville's Instagram page. If you guys aren't following them, trending. Was he doing the running man? Child? What? Was he doing the running man, sis? Lord, musical chairs, every line dance that you could think of. My friend that just passed away, rest in peace to DJ Casper. Was that not the cha-cha slide on the earth? Was that not the cha-cha slide? I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Um, she wasn't an impulse. It was deflection of those sticky fingers of hers. Okay, Squint. Squint, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Do you think that Tisha has done anything as far as that she shouldn't have when it comes to her cousin? Number one, even letting people know about her issues with pills. But I respect your opinion. As I said, child, Casper Slide, musical chairs. Now it was more of musical chairs for me. You guys know the game that a lot of us played as kids, but especially family functions, adults, where you dance around them chairs, child. When the music stopped, uh, when the music stopped, you all the way on the other side. That was Marsau. I can't play it again, Lorna, because it is a part of Dog It. I wish I could rewind it. Let me go to Instagram real quick. See, no, the way this clip is, I cannot rewind it. Here's what I will do though. For those of us that want to come up and give me your thoughts later on tonight for our for you all's thoughts and views. I will have that little musical chairs, child. I will have that queued up and ready and on a separate video. I may even make sure that I have it in my uh stream yard where I'm able to play that video, child. I also got, what did Kiki say? Lord, what was Kiki's exact words? So you want to be mad, and we're going to end it in a second. So you want to be mad, get glad, scratch your arse. Okay. Woo, child. I bet you Wanda is on the highway right now headed towards Huntsville for Kiki. And that's the problem. You all let Tisha handle this. Tisha is a grown woman. Tisha does like to, in my opinion, throw rocks and hide her hands. She's been doing it since season one. Thank you, Tyra. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Cutie Crew, we may have to make up a dance when it comes to Marsau and that musical chairs child. I just couldn't believe it. Were any of you as shocked as I was at Marsau? Because, like I said, now let me say this. That is how it is most times with men that don't see a problem with being disrespectful to women. They ain't got that same energy. Child. Not Speedy Gonzalez, sis, Maritha. Faster than Speedy Gonzalez. That may be over some of these youngins' heads, Maritha. Speedy Gonzalez, baby. Okay, Squint. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Baby, not the hippity hoppity runaway, bravo. Y'all, before we go, drop down in the comments, give me some names that Bottom Row Soul was doing, moving away from Kiki's husbands. Let me say this. The difference that I see in this season of Love in Maritinsville are the husbands. Because we know Martell wasn't shit. He didn't protect his wife. Marsau playing his wife. These are all my opinions only. Marsau playing his wife all day, every day. And Maurice just want his wife's cooch, in my opinion. The difference that we see this here season is Courtney saying, no, ma'am, I'm not going to that barbecue. And the reason why Courtney said that is he didn't want to put them paws on Marsau. And then, baby, we had Kiki's husband. Kiki's husband was ready. And I'm just hoping. I don't want no, I don't condone violence. I do not condone violence. Not even switching them hips, melanated energy. Mm-mm. I don't condone violence, so I just want Kiki's husband just to get close to Marsau. I don't want him to throw no paws. But Marsau, people don't play about their wives, sir. And I hope that you recognize that everybody ain't got that type of control like you got over Tisha, in my opinion. Everybody not gonna let you play in their wife's face, Marsau. And baby, now he's a runner, he's a track star. Who put that? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Let me see. Real quickly, Tyra, I'm so mad at you. I should be mad at myself because all weekend I was saying, Betty, Betty, ciao. You guys are hilarious. Let me see. The Marsau Shuffle. There you go, Mildred. We're going to create us something that is the Marsau Shuffle. I may even throw a little couple dollars in there. Those of you that want to send me a Marsau shuffle dance, child, we may have to put a little prize on it. Baby, the skid away. Not the skid away. Let's see. Um, okay, Clem God say stealing is a crackhead move. Just ask Sticky Fingers Tisha. Allegedly, child. Allegedly. All right, we're gonna get a couple. I gotta go, but the road runner, OMG. Hey, Cheryl Canada. Someone tell me why Kimmy pushed Kiki while Maurice was holding her back. Really? OMG. I will go back and watch. Let's see. Any other names before we get up out of here? Marsau ran like his drugs was on fire. Tawanda. Ooh, child. The Road Runner, the Huntsville Shuffle. Lord, y'all a mess. The Punk B Shuffle. Marsha was the Road Runner. That coyote was after you. Kiki's husband was the coyote. Chow. Baby, I laughed so hard. Not the duck and dodge them, Tyler. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, child, true wisdom. That was the Mexican shuffle over the border. Lord have mercy. Running like Forrest Gump. OMG. Flash. He's a scanner. He's a track star. Brittany. Not a scanner in Wanda's voice. The skedaddle. Not like Saucy Santana did, child, without the purse. Saucy Santana was up out that club, baby. He did move just as quickly. He also moved just as quick as Stormy did, baby. Stormy got up from that table when Kiki threw that doggone water. Ooh, child. Not the soul shuffle. Y'all too funny. Marsau was running like a runaway slave, child. Lord, have mercy. The bottom row two-step. I'm done with y'all. I am done. Ran like a caboose. Lord have mercy. The shake it up mumbo. Yeah, you right, Clamp God. Thank you for that. Big Lou as well. Big Lou as well wasn't playing with Marceau, and I think something was cut out that scene as well. That was Tiffany's baby shower, and we know that they were outside talking. Yeah, everybody ain't gonna play about their wives, child. They'll have you doing that bottom row soul shuffle. Okay, the bottom row soul shuffle. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for this power hour. As I mentioned, I will take a look and make sure that nobody in this area of YouTube is going live later tonight. I'm gonna try to go as late as possible. So if you guys stay up late, again, it'll be early my time. We'll do it about 6:30ish my time, which will be 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. And you guys join me then so I can hear what you guys got to think and I mean what you guys have to say about this episode. I did put on Twitter, this was one of the best episodes this season. Another episode that I love is when Mel read Marceau down. Okay. Love that one as well. But great episode. Marceau, I must say this. If you guys go back and pay attention to the titles of these episodes, this is damn near turning into the Marceau show. This episode was titled Where There's Smoke, There's Marceau. Somebody send Tisha a signal, a smoke signal. Tisha girl. And I gotta go, y'all. It's about time you stop ignoring. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you this if Wanda ain't never told you this. No, Tyler. Betty. Did Betty pop out yet? Did Betty pop out yet on Wanda Chow? But Tisha, if Wanda didn't tell you this, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't you ever shy away from a conversation that somebody want to give you when it concerns your husband. I've done it. Had combos. We know Mel did it with coleslaw. No, ma'am. You find out what's true and what's false. That way, if they able to say, well, last week he was at my house at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know last week he wasn't at home on that day, guess what? They most likely telling the truth. So you can't run. You cannot run your whole life, Tisha. And Kiki said that as well. Again, and I gotta go. Shout out to Kiki for realizing that she shouldn't have done that, but hey, she did it, and it was good TV. So I love each and every one of you. If you did not hit that like button on your way in, please make sure to do so on your way out. Shout out to the replay gang, and I will see each and every